The first thing I want to do is I do want to thank Mountain America Credit Union for having me come and speak tonight. It's so nice to be partnered with an organization that cares about the financial wellness of their members and also the community in which they do business with. So I'm grateful for Mountain America and hosting this. I've heard from a couple people the food is all right, so I'm hoping they're being truthful. The other reason I'm excited to be here is I love talking about money. I'm very passionate about the subject of personal finance. I was kind of one of those nerdy kids in high school that could pick up a book about finance, I mean like a textbook, and totally devour it. But I know not everyone gets as excited about this subject as I do. In fact, I'm married to one of those individuals. And every once in a while I'll be laying in bed and she'll have trouble sleeping at night. And I'll just start talking about the performance of our Roth IRAs and the trajectory of our net worth and what our 529 plans are doing. And about 5 minutes into that very exciting subject, that conversation, she's asleep. She's out. And I'm like, wait a second here. Is she just faking it to avoid a conversation about money? I know she's not faking it because she's got this cute little snore. It's like impossible to fake. And then 5 minutes later, she starts twitching a little bit, and I'm pretty sure that's legit. So I totally get that not everyone finds the subject of personal finance super exciting. But we've worked very hard at 8 Pillars to make the subject of personal finance just a little bit more interesting than, say, your average, boring 401k seminar. But you guys can be the judges of that. So what's the purpose of this event? Hopefully this is just the beginning of your journey to reaching financial greatness. Instead of just delivering a keynote speech where I come and talk and kind of get you excited about personal finance, maybe you learn a principle or two, we'll do that, and if that's what you want to get out of it, then we'll fulfill that need. But this event is so much more than just that. You're going to have the opportunity to participate in the 8 Pillars of Financial Greatness. You're going to get access to some of our tools and have the opportunity to sign up for some classes. But what's interesting is I heard from a few people walking in, kind of some conversations, and they're like, so we're pretty sure like we're going to get pitched for something here, right? There's nothing you can buy from me, from my company, or from Mountain America Credit Union. Everything is free tonight. If you choose to engage in the program, that's wonderful. It's just a time commitment on your part. Everything has been paid for, including the classes. Anything that you get as far as hard copy materials, it's all paid for. So the first thing I want to do tonight is I want to give you an overview of each of the 8 pillars. Now, I'm not going to go into depth into each one of these things. I'm just going to give you a high-level overview of the principles you'll be exposed to as you engage in this program. And so tonight we're going to water ski. We're not going scuba diving. We're not going very deep into any one of these principles, but this will give you an idea of where you can go. The other thing I want to do is introduce you to your financial wellness program. What do you now have access to? Again, this is just a kickoff event. We hope this is just the beginning of your journey. The other thing we're going to do is you have access to something called 8 Pillars University. It's an online portal. It's already helped thousands of people take control of their money. And then you will have the opportunity to sign up for additional training. But again, everything is free. I just want to reiterate that. I heard several people that were skeptical of that. It is extremely rare, I'll let you know. But my company was built to provide financial education in a fun and engaging format with no strings attached, period. And that's what you'll get tonight. But more about this a little bit later on. Let me start out by asking you guys a question. How well do you understand personal finance? In other words, if you were to grade yourself on your knowledge about money, what would that grade be? If I passed out an exam right now with 100 questions on it, various subjects on personal finance, what would you score on that exam? I think you'll find it interesting that about half of Americans grade themselves C, D, or F on their knowledge about money. So you might be in good company. I don't know. The research is also very clear. Fights over money, it's the #1 cause of divorce. This statistic has been true for over 3 decades, pretty widely accepted. In fact, how many of you knew this was true before you came in here today? Okay, it's pretty much everybody. There was one guy on the back row that didn't raise his hand at first until he saw everybody else. But for the most part, you guys knew this was true.